Welcome to Simply Happy Conversations, a podcast that teaches you how to create a clutter-free, functional and simply happy life. I'm Narelle King, a professional organiser who supports families with practical steps to simplify their lives and create a more organised home. I'm passionate about supporting neurodivergent families and individuals like myself. So are you worried about the amount of plastic bins, storage containers you're using to organise your home? Not to mention the cost. I'll be sharing with you materials that are better than plastic and that could be used for storage solutions in your home. I'll also give you some ideas of things you may have around the home that you could also use for storage and ways to reduce your environmental impact. Welcome to Simply Happy Conversations, a podcast that teaches you how to create a clutter-free, functional and simply happy life. I'm Narelle King, a professional organiser who supports families with practical steps to simplify their lives and create a more organised home. I'm passionate about supporting neurodivergent families and individuals like myself. Every fortnight, I also share guest conversations with experts passionate about the future of our home, health and the planet, which will provide you with actionable takeaways to create a more organised and happy life. Thanks for joining me for today's solo episode. I'm going to be sharing with you materials that are better than plastic that could be used as storage solutions in your home. I'll also give you some ideas of things you may already have around the home that you could use for storage as well. So let's start with the sustainable materials that we could be using in our home. So our first one is recycled cardboard or paper. So the benefits of using cardboard and paper is it's accessible. You can get it anywhere. It's also environmentally friendly and can be recycled when it sort of reaches the end of its lifespan. And it's great for just short-term use. So when I'm working with clients, I like to use cardboard boxes that we can put things in and stack them on top of each other and label them, especially if it's only temporary, before we're maybe clearing out a room to give us space. The next piece of material is bamboo and wood. It can be very aesthetically pleasing. It's also really lightweight, which is great if you're wanting to place things on shelving. At least you're not adding more weight to it with already the items. They're both very durable and strong as well. Bamboo is a sustainable material that grows rapidly, making it a really eco-friendly choice for materials. They also can replace plastic in your household items like your cleaning brushes and kitchen utensils, cutting boards, storage baskets, drinking straws, bamboo spice racks, stackable storage shelving, bamboo drawer dividers, expandable drawer organisers as well, and your coat hangers, which are wooden, could be made out of wood or bamboo also. The next sustainable material that could be used in your home is a natural fibre cloth. This could be cotton, wool, hemp, bamboo made as actual material, felt, linen, jute, hemp. Can also be washed is probably the other great benefit. A stylish and eco-conscious alternatives. Some examples of things made out of natural fibre cloths are baskets are a great item that come in lots of different sizes and designs that, again, are environmentally friendly and can be used throughout your home. Another one is like your material drawer dividers that you could be using in your wardrobe or your drawers for your underwear or socks. Another sustainable material is metal or wire. These are made from natural materials like stainless steel, iron or copper, and they are sturdy and really long lasting and can even add that industrial or robust vibe to your house decor if you wanted as well. Boxes, containers come in lots of shapes and sizes and make them ideal for storing things like toys that may undergo a little bit more wear and tear. Stainless steel is also a great material to use in your kitchen that you could use for storing food items, in particular like lunch boxes and having those bento boxes to take with you. And they're going to be long lasting. The other things are looking at like wire under shelf storage or wire metal baskets, metal stacking baskets with maybe even a wooden lid so you can have multiple things on top, wood and metal canned food dispenser or canned dispensers. Even those metal storage baskets can be ideal in your wardrobe. The next one is looking at wicker and rattan. And again, these are natural natural, eco-friendly fibres that are usually hand-woven from materials like seagrass, water hyacinth or rattan. These can give a real rustic feel to your home, and they can come in various shapes and sizes, which makes it really great to use in different areas around your home. They're really lightweight, and so that means it's easy to carry and move around as well. So when you're thinking about where you'd like to use it or what you'd like to store it in, are the items going to be heavy, and does it need to then be light on top of a shelving to be able to easily take it in and out? And the final sustainable material I wanted to talk about today was glass. Glass is practical to store food, especially dry foods like your cereals, grains and coffee beans. It's also clear, which makes it really easy to see what's inside. So when you're going to replace things, you can see really easily. You've nearly run out of that flour. You need to purchase some more in the next time you're out shopping. It's also really easy to recycle, so it's not biodegradable, but it is inexpensive and it can be recycled infinitely. And a great way to do that is by recycling jars like from your jam, honeys, pickles, nut kinds of butter, or any other food that's stored in a nice shaped jar that's going to be easy to recycle and be reused for something else in your kitchen. Other alternative ideas that you could use in your home, instead of using plastic trash bags, is reuse paper bags or line your bin with newspaper. Or even like me, I actually skip and the bin is just empty and I tip it straight into our big bin and I just wash out the bottom of it if we need to for all the small bins that are around our house. Those apple boxes and some of your fruit and veggies come in now in a little cardboard box. And these are great to use in your crisper or in drawers as dividers. Paper shopping bags can be cut down the side and then used as storage containers. These might be a temporary until we can afford to buy something else or find something else. We could reuse items around the house, like things like shoe boxes or our tech boxes, which are really sturdy and are great drawer dividers. I love using those in your underwear drawer. I have a stash of them. When we've got them, I'll keep them. And then when we need dividers in our house, I'll go and grab one from our stash that we have. Gift boxes are another one that you could reuse when people have given you gifts in a small box. Use those for dividers as well. And any sort of wooden box that you might get for a gift pack, or you may get it with flowers, those could also be used for drawer dividers. Glass jars, as I said before, could be great for using for spices, flowers, teas, even like your beeswax wraps rolled up into like a straw shape and sat in the top. Candles, birthday candles, I've used that a few times for people as well. Another idea is old drawers. So you might have a set of chest of drawers and the actual outside is not working effectively, but the drawer itself could be okay for you to reuse and maybe use it as underbed storage instead. Maybe also looking at baby gates, wooden baby gates, and using those for clothes racks. I've seen some amazing ones in people's homes. They've used it as a clothes rack, or they've actually attached it to their wall in their laundry, and then it comes out and they store their load of washing on the clothes rack within their laundry. Using those over-the-door storage racks with magazine holders or, a shower rings, and using that for paints or beads for jewelry making. There's so many different things that you could use for these. Scarves, storage, lots of different things that you could use around your home that need to be categorized into sort of a micro-organized way. Also, I've seen old ladders used for clothes and towel racks in bathrooms, also used for pots and pans in the kitchen. So wooden cutlery insert, instead using them for shelving or like a jewelry box in a bedroom or possibly on a desk, maybe for makeup or stationery. These are great, and you could paint them a different color that you want to stand out. Maybe you have a metal wine rack that could be used for weights, or it could be used for drink bottles as well. Egg cartons are great at Christmas time to put your decorations in. I use those for my decorations, the baubles that are actually really delicate. I've also used cardboard strips and cut those out and made little squares for each of my baubles to fit in, and even just having one strip of cardboard to wrap your lights around as well. Those chair bags or a tent cover for a kid's tent make great storage solutions for your wrapping rolls of paper. A tension rod can be really useful in your kitchen to place trays in between and separate trays out. Another one that I've seen is using shower curtain rings joined together, and this has been used on a coat hanger and had hats and also scarves clipped on to actually store them as well. Finally, I want to share with you some ways to reduce your environmental impact. Number one is repair versus replace. So rather than tossing things out, try repairing them. It saves you money, but it also is going to minimize your environmental impact. Maybe it's also considering a men's shed or one of those repair sessions at your local community centre that they might hold once a month, and taking the items down to the people who may have the tools that can actually fix it for you and the expertise as well. You could practice basic sewing to fix tears and broken zips, or find an inexpensive repair shop that can do that. For me, I have a leather bag and I loved the outside of it, and it was completely fine on the outside. On the inside, all the lining had ripped. I took it to a repair shop and they repaired all the lining on the inside, and it's a beautiful bag that I can still continue to use. Looking at replacing the soles of your shoes, and I have also done this. The same place that did my bag also has replaced the soles of my slippers, my Ugg boots, that the top was fine. There was nothing wrong. It was just the sole was falling apart, and they replaced that. I've also had zips in boots that they've fixed and replaced for me as well. So just really thinking about, is there somewhere that could possibly help you with repairing something? Another great investment that I have done is an electric lint remover. And this has helped to extend the life of some of my jumpers because it picks up all those pilling parts and takes it off, and then makes the jumper look brand new again. Number 2 is looking at our household products and pantry. So make our household products ourselves, like our cleaning products, our cosmetics, or our skincare. It's a little bit expensive at the start to have the oils and the extracts that you need, but once you've bought that, it's really inexpensive to continue to make your own things, and it works out quite cheap, but also really environmentally friendly and sustainable as well. Another thing to think about is switching to non-liquid soaps. So your shampoos and your detergents, which have a lot of plastic, is looking for ones that are like a bar, and also opting for powders that are packed in recyclable containers for your laundry and kitchen. There's also a lot of products out there now that you can buy like a tablet and you dissolve it in water, and that's your cleaning product. I also use a product called Zero & Co cleaning products, and I'll share a link to it. And they actually, you send your plastic containers back to them and they rinse them out and they refill them, which is a great initiative here in Australia. Another one could be looking at your bulk store, where you can take your own containers to refill. And my third and final suggestion for reducing our impact on the environment is looking at secondhand. So looking for items in your area before purchasing new ones. So looking on maybe Facebook Marketplace, maybe it's even Gumtree or any other eBay or secondhand selling place. You'll save a lot of money, but you'll also be buying something that has already been made. So nothing new needs to be made. And this is going to save resources that would normally be wasted in manufacturing, and less waste also benefits the environment. Last year, I set a challenge for myself that I would buy all my jeans secondhand. And so I actually went and tried the jeans on in the shop. I knew what size I wanted. And then I just waited on Facebook Marketplace. I had a filter. And when they came up, I purchased them. One pair I actually had to pay for shipping, but the other two were locally and I was able to pick them up. Depop is another one that is great for young people. It's really popular to place their used clothes and items on, and selling those at a reasonable price, and you know that someone else is getting to use them. I see my daughter do this all the time, and lots of hers are going to places, really isolated places in Australia that possibly don't have those particular shops. And so it's great to see that her items are being recycled and reused by somebody else in our community. So I hope by sharing these materials that are better than plastics that you can use as storage solutions and suggestions of things that could be repurposed, that you can make more informed choices to create a sustainable home that's looking after the future of our planet. I'd love for you to share items you've repurposed in your home in my new Simply Happy Organisation Facebook group. Jump over and join today. It's also a great place that you can advertise things that you want to donate, you want to sell, and that you're looking for as well. Thanks for listening to Simply Happy Conversations. Thank you so much for joining me for today's Simply Happy Conversation. If you're looking for a safe place to sell or donate your no longer needed items, then come join the Simply Happy Organisation Facebook group. You'll also find storage solution ideas, organising hacks and tips, and makeovers to provide accountability and motivation for you to get started in your home. Head to Facebook and join the Simply Happy Organisation Facebook group today. I'd like to acknowledge the Wathaurong people of the Kulin Nation on which this podcast is recorded as the traditional custodians of the land. I pay my respects to their elders, past, present and emerging.